Good morning, guys. If we have to show the bit rate, we will, but it's jumping around all over the place. Yeah, like if we have to show the bit rate, we will, but it's literally like all over the place. It's going from like 7,000 up to 19,000. So we, like I said, if we have to show the bit rate, I will, cause somebody's in here messing around with stuff that they shouldn't be. Yeah. All right. So as I stated before, they were just waiting for me to do my Super Junior stuff. Okay? That's all they're waiting for. So they've been sitting here spam reporting since last night, trying to get stuff to happen. Okay? It's just constant. Well, this is unacceptable. I mean, like, I can't even get on a single stream and have. Yeah, I mean, like, this is ridiculous. Absurd. And again, this is just people in here, like I said, messing around, doing stuff they shouldn't. And the same ghost concurrent came in here to like the stream. Yeah, so I don't know who came in here to like the stream just like immediately and then leave. But like really weird stuff. And then at the same time, I appreciate any likes that people are actually giving me, but it's like when we see this stuff all the time, this is what's weird. I mean, this is ridiculous. I can't game like this. This is every day. If I essentially release something the night before or something like that, You know, especially if it's Super Junior related. You know, there's a bunch of triggered people messing around with my content. So we're gonna do this. And yeah, we'll see if this gets people in here real quick. Getting tired of dealing with it every day. Yeah, like I said, when they come in with their alt accounts and actually complain that I'm complaining about the bitrate, you know it's them. So again, this is just somebody messing around in here, causing a problem. Yeah, it's the sort of thing when I can just get on and stream. You know, it's fine. And here's the thing. They're stupid triggered by the fact that I know how to remove trackers and cookies. So they sit here and spam report to try to get a bunch back. Like it's not, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what's going on here. They're just trying to track what I'm doing even though I'm removing it. Yeah, some real harassment going on here. This is some real harassment right here. There's nothing wrong with YouTube servers. This is some real harassment. That's what this is. This is essentially every time, you know, we get a boost. Like I said, we have the Super Junior reaction now. So they're just fucking around again. It's every time. You know, it's every time. Every single time. They just want me to have some sort of a problem every single time there's something that would grow for this. This is a huge legal liability on their hands. And they're just allowing people to do this. Okay, so I'm done with you then. Yeah, I'm done. Stop. You can't do that. It's not a joke. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. Don't come in my chat and joke about those things. This is not funny. This is harassment on the top level. Absolutely ridiculous. And again, this is every time we would have some sort of thing that would grow the channel. Where, again, we're coming off of the release of Super Junior, we're coming off of the release of other things, and, you know, you can't, you're not going to come in here with your alts, too, and bombard the chat. I don't give a crap if it's a joke. So, again, this is not a joke. This is serious. YouTube's responsible for this every single day that this happens. And this is again the same crap we're talking about, where there's nothing wrong with the internet. We're doing those tests. We've proved that. We've proven there's nothing wrong with the fucking internet. This is literally just people harassing, trying to get people to think you're this way or that. They're literally just controlling the environment, essentially to make you react a certain way. It's literally get drunk, like thing. And these types of people are allowed to just harass and control, essentially YouTube. And YouTube is this pathetic that they're allowing these hackers to do this. And ignorant people will come in here and joke about these things and then downplay it even more. This is what they want. Ignorant people will come in here and think that it's me getting hacked. Ignorant people will come in here and say ignorant things. This is YouTube servers regularly being used to harass people. You should be afraid of this. This should be a serious issue. YouTube is fucking huge. And they're allowed to do this? This should scare you. This should be really fucking serious. I have absurd amounts of alt accounts that come into my channel to harass me and say nasty things. So I will not apologize, essentially for how I handle people that come in and want to be nasty and troll everything that I essentially been talking about for years. You're not going to do that. It's not a joke. This is not a joke. We can have fun and we can joke about whatever. This is not a joke. And you do not come in and jokingly tell somebody that you're hacking their computer when actual hacking is going on. Shut up. Get over yourself. Do not do that. This is serious. I've already shown the screenshots of the internet speed tests. YouTube is fully aware that my internet's plenty fine. So they know at this point. So, like this is the sort of thing where while it is still kind of happening on their watch, they are aware that it shouldn't be happening because I have made them aware plenty of times now what the speed is, how constant it is, and it's not it's not anything from my end, it's not my ISP. It is quite literally like the most stable ISP you can ever have. Period. And that's the point. That's kind of the point. Is if they look into that, they'll realize that, and that's what they did. So anyway, the people, that are coming in with a bunch of alt accounts and stuff that we can't see their account just to troll and say mean things and downplay this and say, like you're crying about your bit rate and stuff like that. These are people that are causing the problem. And we already put the alt accounts on the screen the other day where they were somehow able to make an account with my name in it, even though you can't do that. And there was a bunch of them in here that day saying kind of the same sort of things. And it's like, just basically ever since then, nonstop problems. This, that, and the other thing. It's just constantly switching. Gee, I wonder what's happening. Gee, I wonder if we have a scammer in here just mass reporting because we drew attention to the issue. Gee, I wonder. So, instead of gaming, this is what I'm doing. Where the channel turns into me talking about hackers and scamming instead of what I want it to be. Instead of me gaming. This is a new kind of terrorism. This is somebody that is essentially controlling what you're doing. They are allowed to spread terror by controlling what you're doing. They are sitting here just causing problem after problem to essentially try to prove that they can control an environment. And YouTube's just allowing them an outlet to do this. And then they sit here and hit the like button and show and like spam things to let me know that they are present and agreeing that they are doing this. Thanks, Charlie, for hitting the like. Thanks for the support. So this is a problem. Big problem. This is real freaking serious. We're not talking about restart the stream and it's dipping a little bit here and there. We're talking about the entire stream. Like the very second we start, my bit rate is just hovering around 5,000 for whatever reason. And then cycling way back up to 19,000. And then cycling back down to 5,000. It is set to what it is set to. It is set to what it is set to. It is set to what it is set to. So again, this is not something I want to be doing. I don't want to be talking about bit rates and hackers and scammers. I don't want to be having these issues. I don't want to be coming on here and doing this and being harassed, obviously. I just want to get on here and actually play the games that I said I'm going to play. And most of the time, my time is literally spent dealing with harassment. Being harassed. This is what most of my time is spent dealing with. This is why I keep saying I will sue whoever's doing this. Because you are wasting so much of my time. You are literally just costing me hours of my life, wasting my time. So whoever's doing this, that's the point. I am spending a lot more time sitting in a chair, which, by the way, causes cancer. Certain types contributes to it. And so I'm spending more time sitting in a chair than I want to, dealing with these problems, because I have to. You'd be like, if I worked for IT for a company, they're dealing with a bunch of stuff, and I just had to sit there and keep working because I'm working through the problems. I gotta do it. So why is it that every single day, for years, I'm sending reports to YouTube, and this still doesn't matter? For years, I'm sending reports to YouTube. This doesn't matter. I'm telling them about this for years. It doesn't matter. Yeah. This is a hacker trying to gain access to certain things. Just as we talked about last night, they were trying to remote desktop over and over and over and over and over. There are certain things that I see. And essentially, all they're doing is flooding absurd amounts of remote desktop requests. And bogging down this rate. It's ridiculous that there's no it seems like there's basically no counter to this. Like they have to sit there and throttle it to get it to be fixed. Like are they blind to what's happening? I keep telling you, this is literally a hacker. I keep telling you, this is literally a hacker. What do you think? YouTube is so sometimes full of themselves. They will sit here and screw with your channel for years just to end up proving that you were right all along. Like, what are you doing, YouTube? It's a hacker. Stop throttling it and deal with the problem already. This is what they're doing. Like, they know it exists. So then I get on and start talking about it. So they're just throttling it to try to even it out. And it's like they're not actually fixing the problem. Jesus, why do you have so many freaking... Why don't you just let it go? You cannot do this. See, this is the stuff that's weird. You cannot do this. I'm not putting that in a timeout, but just stop doing that. Why do you have so many alt accounts? Just stop. Like, just wait for your timeout to be up. Like, what? This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This is true harassment. Oh my God. Like, if I literally am about to ban you and I put you in a fucking timeout and you come in on a fucking alt account, guess what? Like, I'm so done with the ridiculousness. Stop being petty. I already told you it's fine. It literally tells you how long you've been timed out. I'm done with the fucking trolling. You all think I'm fucking stupid. This is the best. I'm literally trying to be nice here. Just fucking stop. Like, it's so obvious. You're all literally just coming in here to spam report and cause this problem. And then you send your alt accounts in here. To cause more problems. To make other people look a certain way. This is harassment on the top level. We will look at all these names. Yeah, they're going to look at everything. They're going to start looking at everything. They're going to start looking at essentially who is hitting this report button. And then, like for example, the people that were in the stream the other day and actually watching essentially the entire time, nothing was moving on the screen. And then they were coming in and watching that and saying nothing. Yeah, they're going to start looking at stuff like that. And this is the point. Is like we have so many people that just they're coming in to hate watch and harass. That's all they're doing. This is a hacker. He's literally just trying to hack. He's running hack attempts literally through the streaming software. That's all he's doing. He's using YouTube servers to run hack attempts through the streaming software. It's just developer tools. It's so obvious. Why the heck? Why do I need to tell you guys what's going on? Why do I have to tell YouTube what's happening? Oh, because they're doing it? Yeah, probably. Like I said, it's probably scammers that work at YouTube or for YouTube that have access to that crap. I'm just so exhausted and so done with this. This is, like this will go away. This will stop. And, essentially YouTube's going to be the one that's held accountable. Because it happened on their watch. And this is just ridiculous. Again, there's nothing wrong with the internet. Yeah, I'm not having a single issue with the internet. Because I was doing stuff before. I did the test and everything. I do those things because I've been just having an absurd amount of problems lately trying to stream, and it's all centered around the fact that I've been talking about this, and certain other people from certain other channels who are con artists that want to pretend like they're content creators. But really, they're just con artists. Are essentially just trying to make other people look a certain way, and that's what they do. That's what con artists do, and this is what scammers do too. So they essentially recognize that I'm talking about this a lot and think that's bad because I'll call them out eventually. I will eventually recognize them. So they try to literally do this entire game to make they play a game essentially, like life game stuff, with the concept that we're not here to stream and have fun. Yeah, we're all about toxicity and stuff, and they actually talk about it too, and talk about you. And it's pretty messed up. And it's like we're gonna act like these reports aren't coming from essentially just one group of people over and over and over and over and over from the same group of people, then, we're fools. Because we all know it's literally just the same people. Let me tell you something. Do you guys know on that stream, on that roguelike stream? Yeah, I got a copyright for a song in randomly in the Brotato menu. Yeah, so somebody's literally sitting there hitting the report button over and over and over on every stream I do to try to get something to happen. Just something. And so therefore, that's what they wanted. So they saw a bunch of games being, so they're hitting that spam report, trying to just, oh yeah, okay. So then for like the 2 or 3 like minutes, not even, that this one song was playing in the menu, that's the copyright. Not all the other songs that play in the game, not the other games I was playing, but that. So like some weird fucking thing is going on when you get a copyright for like a 1.5 to 2 minute segment of a song when you're just sitting in a fucking menu in a video game. Somebody's literally trying to do that. They're doing this on purpose. They do it because they're jealous of the views. They see the views. They can't handle it because adults don't know how to act. And they just spam report. They just sit there and fucking report. Report. Oh my god. Oh my god, he has views. Oh my god, holy shit. And they just report. They are so jealous. They can't handle that something actually has views. And it's not even that much. Yeah, like, what the heck are they... Yeah, like, who cares? So what? They can't even get over themselves. So, this is ridiculous. The point is we're going to find out who's doing this. Because... it's obvious that somebody's just doing this over and over and over and over and over. They're just reporting until something happens. Because that causes a problem. Yeah, I saw something that YouTube gets over 500 some reports a minute or something like that. Like, it's probably more than that. I forget exactly what the number was, but like... it's ridiculous. And so they know that this is a problem with them. People just know this is generally a problem. So they, of course, abuse that. They take advantage of that. Can I be honest? A lot of this has to do with the fact that YouTube doesn't want to spend the money to expand their server size. That's what a lot of this has to do with. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, maybe they did, and this blah, blah, blah. Yes, maybe they did, but it's still not enough, clearly. Essentially, the faster things move, the harder it is for them to do stuff like this. So this is what we're talking about. This is ridiculous. We essentially I can't do what I want to do every single time I come onto YouTube to play games. I can't do what I want to do. Because YouTube servers are trash, and hackers and con artists that pretend to be content creators sit and spam report. So essentially, we're just going to start breaking ties from a lot of people and doing our own thing. Yep, because this is obvious. Like, a lot of this is obvious. And we already talked about this, but you know, this is they're already looking into it. They're going to find out who's been doing this. I mean, like, it's just a matter of time. Like, that's ridiculous too. That it's this often. That somebody can't help themselves, that they're just doing this every day. You know, they see me do that reaction to Super Junior, and they're just so triggered. You know, like that. What a terrible person. And then you have this cult following for whoever this is, where these people just continue to come in and do this. Yeah, this person's a terrorist. Interesting. Yeah, this is do you guys remember the hack I told you about that they're trying to build into my web browser? So essentially they're trying to make my web browser crash. Okay, guys. So do you remember when yeah, this is real. And I'm not going to tell you how I did it. Because remember, if I talk about this, they just fix it. They just change what they're doing. So I can't tell you guys how I'm fixing it. I can't. But I can tell you what they're doing. And this is the sort of thing where, like, I did this for years. where I would fix a problem they were causing until I started talking about how I was fixing those problems to help other people. Then all of a sudden, I couldn't do those things anymore to fix it for myself. So I just fixed it. And now it's been pretty solid for the first time today. Hey Cookie, what's up? So essentially I tried to go live today and hacker bullshit. And it was all happening until I did one thing. And I'm not saying what it is. But I will educate everybody on what they did. And I will tell everybody what happened. This is the thing I told you guys about before that they tried to do. So all I did was try to game today. But the moment I started, it was like my bit rate was literally at like 3 to 5,000 and then started jumping all the way up to 17, 19,000. It's just been all over the place dropping frames. And I restarted so many times. I stopped and restarted. Nothing was fixing it. Yeah. And I did one thing. And I'm not going to say what the one thing is, but because Cookie, you know what happens if I tell anybody what I do, they just adjust and I am broken for X amount of time. So I can't educate anymore. Unfortunately, I can't do that. And I'm sorry, guys, because I want to help you guys. But I will tell you what happened. Here's what they were doing. I told you guys this before. All these guys were doing was running a hack to break my browser so my browser would essentially crash. And that's what was causing it. It was causing a memory leak, which was causing this. So essentially by restarting my browser, it caused the browser crash. That's what the memory leak was. It was a redundant crash where the browser didn't realize it was crashed. So it was doing that to the bitrate. So essentially when I restarted it, it detected the crash. But what happens is it reverts all settings to default. So what it's doing is removing all extensions so that way when you're live, you start this browser without virus extension. That's what they're doing. I don't know who's doing this and trying to and literally harassing me to the point you're breaking my browser so that my browser restarts without my virus extension. But that is some real serious harassment charges. And so that's what they're doing. Because when I restarted my browser, it defaulted and wanted to restart. And it was like, should I restore? So that it would bring up the studio and everything else without my virus extension. And I was like, nope. I know what this is. I'm not stupid. And I'm not going to tell you what I did. But, you know, the point is, I know how to get around these things. And so essentially, at least for now, we have a fix. And, like, it was happening the whole stream. From the moment we started. And then, Cookie, you and I have talked about this. The whole point is, these things would happen until I would fix it. And then suddenly I'm like telling everybody how to fix, and then like I say things for the very first time ever on stream. And then suddenly everybody starts learning. Yeah, so we've gotten further enough from that now. So now that's the point, is like, I think you know, like that's the point, is like I'm proving that I fix these things. That's ridiculous. And this is what I always used to do too. I always used to have to fix these myself, but I started like trying to show people stuff and talk about it. And like I've always said, all they do is just adjust. And they can do it so quick. So that's the point, is like the moment that I do something and I fix it, that's how you know it is working. Like the whole stream, it was all over the place. And I do one thing and I fix it. And that's the point, is like I told you guys what happened, that there's no untruth to that. That is exactly what happened. They tried to crash the browser and have it restart without the extension running. And this is the virus extension, of course. That's what they want. So essentially, that's why they were trying to get me to show my screen the past few days. And I was just sort of cutting out sections and showing you guys, like, sections of the browser and stuff to try to make it difficult for them to do, because I didn't want them. That was the idea, you know? So, like they, you know, like, for some reason, them seeing it, you know, it just helps them. But I think that's ridiculous that, you know, essentially, I'll get on here and have an issue, and everybody, not a single person knows how to fix it. And YouTube's so oblivious, and I'm talking about this stuff for years. And then all of a sudden, I do one thing, and I just instantly fix. And this is what I always used to say, is I know exactly how to instantly fix this stuff. And I was so confident in saying that, I could be like, yep, there it is. I fixed it. Imagine. And this was so triggering to them. So they love the fact that I started telling you, Cookie, and started educating other people, because it was educating them. They loved that. And then they used that, too, to their advantage, you know, obviously to pit us against each other and all that. But that's the whole point, is I could very, very confidently say, ha, I'll do this one thing and make them go away. And I was starting to prove that I knew what I was talking. And, like, that's the point, is, like, when all stream, we have these issues, drop frames, bitrate going all over the place, literally from the start. And then I can actually just get and just be like, yep, I did this one thing, and it's just cold turkey, just boom, exactly what it's supposed to be. You see it right there, Cookie. Yeah, you feel me? Thanks, man. Yeah, like, this is the point, is like right there. Appreciate that. Because it's like, you know, that's what I'm saying, is like, it's supposed to be so solid, it should never get that high or low. And that's how I know, is like, I can fix that. And it just cold turkey fixes it. And it's like, I've been saying this for so long, but it's been a while. I even told you a while back, eventually I'll be able to get to this point again. But it's going to take a while. Because they're just going to run their games, cause problems, and it's going to take a while. I've been working. I've been working hard. I've been trying. And it's a very simple fix at this point. And Cookie, you might even remember, but don't say it, you know, don't type it, you know, just you know, it's the sort of thing where, like, you know, we can't, you know, it's just, it's so obvious that this is, it, you know, like, when it just stops cold turkey, I clearly fixed the issue. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with the internet. There's nothing wrong with my bitrate the way it is. That's, you know, it's like, that's kind of like why I think YouTube was so confused, is like, what? You know? But, it is still happening on their watch, and it's happening because, essentially, you know, these things are allowed to happen, the longer you spend on YouTube. You need to watch stuff on YouTube and stuff like that. Like, it's just, that's bad, you know? Like, it shouldn't be that way. Yeah, it's just internet. Like, you have to have fast internet. But, like, as you know, I do. Every time I do that speed test, it seems like my upload even gets higher. Like, they really do upgrade that stuff. My ISP upgrades that pretty regularly. That's why I don't want to say what they are, either. Because, like, it's just more education for people. Like, I don't need to be saying that stuff. It's just like why I don't talk about virus. Like, I'll give you guys like a few virus softwares that I think are good sometimes as like the way to help you guys. But like, it's why I don't talk about this stuff. Cookie. Like, as soon as I started talking about this stuff, it was just like all that stuff started happening. They just started learning. You've seen it. Don't say that shit. Yeah, and that's why like I wanted at least you to see a lot of it, so that way you could understand where I was coming from. I feel like it. Just everything that happened, I needed to throw myself under the bus for a lot of you guys a little bit to show you that I'm willing to do that. And I really am not trying to be like a rude person or be kind of like, like rude to people. It's just, I do know what I'm talking about. And like, I will definitively just know when something's wrong, just like that camera thing. If the camera was doing that, it would actually shut on and off a lot of times too. I didn't want to say that as it was happening, but essentially, like, if the camera is having an issue where it's a connection issue, it's going to shut on and off, and I'll actually get an indicator. It's losing connection and stuff like that. Like, the little thing will come on, and I'll have to hide it, where it's like, this software is using your camera. It'll just come back on the screen. That's why. So that, like there's all kinds of stuff, so... Yeah, you've seen so much more than anyone, I think. Yeah, you have. It's happened to you. Yeah, that's the point, is like, essentially this is why I suggested people don't like I appreciate you in my chat and I want you here, but like, this is why I suggested that people don't go around and make themselves known too much if they are content creators in chats, because the hackers and scammers that exist on YouTube to downplay your channel will make that happen, and you saw that firsthand. And I hate to say it, but yeah, you are the top chatter in my chat and stuff like that. And like, I'm not trying to, like, I love that, I appreciate that, but like, that's the point, is like, that's what we're talking about, is it's come full circle where I can fix this cold turkey. And it's literally just comes down to the fact that I haven't told anybody how I'm fixing it. I'm not trying to like help the scammers have a new break. I just wanted to show you that, so that you know that I know what I'm talking about. I appreciate that, yeah. I just really, it was important to me that, like, especially with you, that, like, I showed this stuff, because, like, not to be like, hey, look at my knowledge base or something like that. It's just more like, so that way there's a nice mutual respect all around, that everybody can sort of just take my word for it when I say something like this, and not be too concerned, like okay, he knows how to simply do an internet test or this or that, and like, he knows how to check connections and knows how to reset things, like if it was my router or this or that, the other thing, like, I would know that, and that was the whole point, was to show you guys, like, it just, like I said, for the longest time I would be able to fix this cold turkey, but because I was like helping various people and stuff, in telling them finally how I was doing it, YouTube did realize immediately, I think, because I said those things. I was saying truth, but I did sort of throw myself under the bus a bit. So I think it helped, but also hurt me for a bit. And like I said, now it's nice to know that I at least can kind of maybe get a fix once in a while again, and sort of get back to normal. That's all I wanted. You're just a chatter. Yeah, and I know you don't. Yeah, you don't come here to say look at me, and yeah, I get that. Yeah, and I don't think that of you either. There are some people that come here for that. And that's sort of kind of why I started talking about YouTube policies and stuff, that whole, like, subbing thing. That's why I started talking about that, just because I noticed some people are actually doing that, and not that they've said that, but you know, it's the sort of thing where you kind of think it's coming. So that's why I started saying, like, don't say, you know. But that's why, like, I appreciate you being here, because I know you're not like that. You just like to chat and meet people. You're gonna go check it out. Thanks, man. I did get it up, man. I did it live, and then just made it public. Yeah, I did it live, and then just like, so I did it as a private and just made it. So that was a little bit of a way around that, and I think that was a little bit of a trigger too. They were hoping I would try to do it live. Somebody, now I think it was a legitimate account. I don't think this person, they came in, they were like, they said last night something like, there's a random LSS drop. Now it wasn't that random, so I don't know, but I don't think it was a spam account or anything. But they let me know in chat there was an LSS, and they wanted me to go live, and I appreciated that, but I can't go live with reactions like that. It's just gonna get taken down when I'm live, and a lot of people kind of know this at this point, that like it'll cut up the video and cause problems, and so that's why I didn't. But yeah, I'm sure you know, Cookie. A lot of the people that want to cause problems use music as a way. So that's why they're spam reporting. They're just trying to get... So just like I said earlier, you weren't here earlier, but somebody's spam reporting to just try to get like a song copyrighted. So like on that roguelike stream, they spam reported and got a song, like a 1.5 minute clip. I was sitting in the Brotato menu to copyright, and the annoying thing is they act. It's almost like some people are doing it because they think like they're testing it. Like, this is how harassing YouTube is. It's almost like they're doing it to me just to see if that's really the policy. You know, almost like to test the waters to see if YouTube's lying to them. And it's like, and just because I don't talk about these things, they think maybe I'm getting away with, like, it's like, no, every single one of my reactions, every single time I use music, every single time I'm getting those copyrights. I'm just allowing that copyright owner of that music to now take every single view that I would get on that video in the future. I'm allowing that. I'm okay with this. I have thought premeditatively I'm going to use this. So it's just really frustrating when the scammers and stuff that exist, and trolls that exist on YouTube that want to be frustrating are allowed to be by using actual copyright laws against you. That is really messed up. And they shouldn't be allowed to use copyright laws against you. Using the law against somebody is like top level harassment. That's some pretty serious stuff. Yeah, that is fair use. Yeah, that's the point. It's fair use in the sense that it's going to them. It's not really, it's not, yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I'm not trying to be contrary or anything. Because fair use, like the term fair use means something else, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, like that's the point, is like I can, on YouTube, if it's already there, it's included in AdSense, which all the stuff is. That's the point, is AdSense will just take that and just give the monetization to that person. It's so easy. That's why I'm just like, okay, I'll just do that. But then like people just sit there and spam report because they don't understand how it works. It's literally just people not understanding how it works. So yeah, like instead of me doing what I wanted to do, I was spending time doing this. We'll see if I can restart and maybe just play a little bit. Hold on.